Okay, looks like we're good to go. This is an interesting one today. From what I've seen, we've got a tough data race C, which we're going to be jumping into. Not sure what car I'm going to be driving. I'd assumed the BRZ. However, from what I've seen, people are quite comfortable driving the new 911 once again. So we'll have a bit of a play and we'll see what we can do. First, going to jump into the time trial. I've got my BRZ ready and we'll give it a bit of a bash, see how we get on. Ooh, so I've not done any laps. I probably actually, before I jump into this, I'm going to watch to see what it looks like to take a lap of this. Because this is not a track I'm particularly familiar with. Oh, we got Clay, Cheese, and Tom already in there. All three with a Porsche. So I think that's telling us something. Yeah. Battle BRZ versus the Porsche. We're going to start off with the BRZ. Just because I've already got the car picked. And I've run the Porsche the past couple of weeks. So just to try a different car. And we'll see how it goes if I feel like I need to switch. So going into first, out in third. It's quite interesting. Breaking in between the markers, only into third. Oh, let's take another look at that. So we got through third, through here. Following this. At the one. Staying in fourth. Revving this all the way out. At the two. Down in second, out in fourth. Fourth through there as well. Just before the curbs. Down into first, out in third. Taking a lot of curb. Coast around here in fourth. Down to third, out in fourth. What's up, Cheese? I see you've already had a go at this one. Running the Porsche. Seems to be the move. But I'm going to play around with the BRZ first. Because why not? Fancy a bit of change this week. Although, if it doesn't go well, I'll quickly be back on the Porsche. How you doing, mate? Just going to jump some time trial first. Just get used to the car a little bit. Yeah, I see a lot of people running it. I think, my guess is the idea this was supposed to be for the BRZ. But everyone's driving the Porsche. Because it's so compliant. It just works on a track like this. Whereas the BRZ is prone to a bit of that slide. Yeah, mate, I'm doing well. I'm quite nervous for this week, just because this is not a track I'm very familiar with at all. but it should be fun. That blind corner, I need to figure out braking on that. Yeah. Is it faster in a straight line than the BRZ? Oh, need to look at that one as well. I know it's... like, I've run it the past couple of weeks now for Yas and for Red Bull Ring, and definitely felt it to be super compliant through corners. But, ooh, straight line speed, it's felt quite slow comparatively, so I just wondered if BRZ's supposed to be the meta, would that be better in the straights? Oh, need to get on the brakes earlier there. So I'm just going to run a few laps here just to get a feel. What's up, Sebastian? I got some good news today. I got gifted a membership to your channel. Looking forward to using and abusing that. Yeah, I'm doing well, mate. How you doing? Oh yeah, don't touch the sausage. I'm just getting my first sort of feeler laps. Just to feel the car a little bit before I try and go and set any real times. Used to love Laguna on the pad. Yeah, yeah, I could see this being a good pad track actually. But on a wheel, it's a lot of heavy corners. Getting DR fast. What DR are you, Sebastian? You A? Oh, alright, I need to have a bit of a focus up at some point. This car feels like it just wants to snap, like the oversteer. Oh. I had to run some non-stream laps at the end of last week to get my DR back up because he got tanked on stream. A+, mate, can you coach me? I could use some help. 63, dang. Here I'm sitting on 12. Yeah, this is the thing. I think, so I got this profile rig not that long ago, only a few weeks ago. How long did it take, by the way, to set up in the end? But it's taken me a lot longer to get used to this rig than I thought it would. I think it didn't help. I changed the rig and I modded the pedals at the same time. So when I jumped into this, it was a whole new thing all round, which was a lot to get used to. Seb is an alien. I don't... A+, I don't think I'll ever... You give me 1,000 lifetimes, and I don't think I'd ever get to A+. Alright. Now I've had a bit of feel in this car. 4 months. How long have you been doing this? You're not even that old. You've been... Let me guess, you've been sim racing for 5 months. I'm going to jump into Porsche just to get a feel. See how it feels. Yeah, how have you set up a rig in this thing? What is the... Like... I guess the aluminum profile, you can't take it down. Like, it's just up. It's there. How does that do for your space otherwise? Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Year and a half. Okay. Maybe I'll get to your level one day. I've realised that a 130? How have I done a 130? I've been spinning. I've realised that since I've been streaming, since I've been producing content, I've been racing a lot less. So I want to get back into racing more. And I think that's why my progress has been hindered as well. The muscle memory is getting lost. What we got? I need to watch a Porsche lap now. See how different it is. Oh. All day for several days. I wish. I'm looking forward to those days. It's manageable cheese. Turn into corner a bit later so you can accelerate earlier, last corner and first. Yeah. So, what I will say is, don't take too much of what I'm doing now as how I normally would drive. Because I can't drive and stream at the same time. I'm learning this. So my goal is to improve my driving when off stream. So by the time I'm on stream, it's getting better each time. Alright, so that's got to be a much earlier break into that one. Yeah, I saw Spark stream this morning for a bit while I was waiting to take my son to nursery, and I saw his little bit on the sausages. They're quite rough in this one. Like in some tracks you can get away with sausages, in some you really can't. Okay. First of all, I need to get my brakes heavier as well. This is... oh my gosh. This is going to be a case of... I think I'm going to run this for... until the 9? The 9 o'clock? And then I'm just going to jump in. Whatever happens, happens. I'll actually put in some serious concentration before that for a second or two. So I wonder how this compares to the VRZ in terms of gear. Like, when I ran this in the Red Bull Ring last week, it was quite low. Like, you could get away with quite low gears coming in and out. It seems to be a bit the same. Wow, that's such a heavy turn, that one. Come a bit later. Oh. Alright, so Seb, we're gonna do coaching lessons. So when you're running, like, let's go... Is this gonna kick me out if I do this? Let's go back a little bit. I don't want to do a full lap. So the brakes I'm really trying to figure out at the moment. Because I switched, I'm running the G923, which is as close to entry level, like lowest entry level you can get it basically is, right? But I modded the brakes. I modded the accelerator, the throttle and the brake. And it's kind of a load cell-ish. Well, it is a load cell. But it's extremely stiff. Like, there's no travel at all. I hate to say it, but I think I like it less. I feel like I have less control. But... So this corner here, double apex. We're going out and then back in on this one. You don't have load cell. I think I wouldn't mind load cell if there was just a bit more travel, so there's not just like you're hitting a wall with your foot. Because sometimes I underbrake because I don't want to stamp so hard. That's a good question. I just saw Kirith posting a video today about the Logitech DD Pro and the RS50, and that actually right now, I need to go wider on that. Right now the DD Pro, the Logitech DD Pro, GT Pro, is the same price as the RS50, which is wild. Ooh, I need to figure that one out. So was that your first setup? You jumped straight into the DD Pro? Alright, I need to do... Right, let's try and focus a little bit. Let's see if I can beat a 129. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool, man. Ooh. That was way too hard on the brakes. I'm only using this 5% off. Was it 30% off? Is that what you said? I thought it was 5%. Ooh. So how did you get into sim racing, Seb? What was your introduction? You just like racing? Maybe try Daily Me. I appreciate that. I'll get it. As I said, I'm sort of half paying attention. I think the thing is, right, the way I think about things is I don't run from a hard race because I want to get better. If I only ever do things I'm comfortable with, I'm not going to get better. Whereas if I do the things I really struggle with, even if, like, driver rating's nice, but it'll come. When I'm good enough to be a higher driver rating, I'll get there. But I'm not going to get there if I only do things I'm comfortable with. Or I will get there, but it'll be a lot slower. Because I'll be racing in less races, I'll be less confident, whereas I want to get to the point where I can jump in any race at any point. So I'm quite happy to lose driver rating in the process of getting better at my driving. Oh, okay. Let's go. Start sim racing. It's kind of very expensive. Just sim racing. Fair enough. I've only ever been karting now twice in my life. Once when I was 14, and then 2 years ago for my nephew's birthday. I love it. It's a lot of fun, but it's definitely not cheap. I need to brake earlier into that one, don't I? So I'm to stamp on the brakes. Getting in too late. Three hours a week. So what's your progression into A+ been like? You've been there for 4 months now. Were you up in B's pretty quickly and then just... Was it like a linear progression for you? Just getting better and better? That's... Oh, brake later on that one. Touch brake, I think. I think the thing with this one is I feel comfortable in the car, but I just don't feel comfortable with the track yet. Racing's going to help, I think. Are you a Seb fan, though? Is Seb a Vettel fan? I guess that's improvement. Yep. When you, as an A+ driver, when you watch things like this, is it painful to watch? Just because you know what you'd be doing different? A driver in 3 months. Dang. Lost it 5 or 6 times. DR reset. Okay. And how did you... I feel like I'm doing Q&A with Seb. How did you deal with improving? Like, did you just run daily races, or did you, like, train certain things? So here's the thing, right? My background is sporting, and I have very much this mindset of, like, the things that I did to be good at sport. And I got to play sport at quite a high level, luckily. And I want to translate that into this. But I don't know how. It's not as obvious. Dailies. So, like, I think about... So I used to play basketball, and when I played, like, go put up 1,000 jump shots Easy. Like, that's an easy thing to think about and go and do. On this, like, for example, there's a couple corners that I'd like to practice. I can't just go and practice those corners over and over again without doing a whole lap. I guess you can do circuit experience, but that's limited in scope of cars and things like that. So I don't know how to replicate that kind of, like, that's my mentality. I just drill something over and over again until I perfect it. Need to figure out how to come out of that one. It sounds to me, Seb, like you're a very talented fella. And you found a world that's made for you. I need to figure out how to break through that one. Way too early on that one. We'll be looking at that one then. This is the other thing as well, is making content has taken away my time where I watch content, which is quite frustrating. Because, like, being in this creator space now, I just met so many people that I want to support, and I don't have the time. But I'll definitely check that out, because I want to get into a bit of a grind mode with my development now. Whoa. Let's do that again. So what I used to do, well, I got 15 minutes. What I used to do when I first got the game was, when I got on a track I didn't know, I would start a lap and I would just keep hitting retry after the first turn until I nailed the first turn, and then I'd run it through the second turn, keep retrying until I nailed the second turn. But I've not done that in a long time now. So I need to hit... Okay. Always use ghosts more. Oh, okay. Alright, fella. It's just dropping golden nuggets. We've been blessed by an alien cheese. Try to use a ghost. Yeah, I do need to load one. My only thing with the ghosts is when I'm this far off the pace, they just disappear. And then it doesn't become a very good reference point. So what, my version of a ghost, when I'm learning a track, and I'm like clearly not getting it very quickly, is to race. And then the people I'm racing, I sort of follow their lines. Doesn't mean they're the best, but at least it gets me around the lap, and then I can... Dang. Then I can load ghosts and improve. Alright. We're going for the 9 o'clock. So let's see if we can... He's young. Definitely makes a difference. It definitely helps. Sounds like a very talented, a naturally talented guy as well. That. Do I need to go wider into that one? Attack it like that. That was a bit easier. Whoa, very late on that one. Got a lot of time to find to catch up to you, Cheese. I think you're top of the leaderboard for me. Whoa, too wide. And there's so much uphill, downhill in this as well. That sensation, that feeling, it's quite hard to get of being connected to the track. Yeah, I've still not found most of the markers yet. I know, like, it's so weird, this process, isn't it? Like, you know what you're doing isn't right. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't look right. And you don't want to do it, but at the same time, finding what does feel right isn't easy. That's where I envy these guys. You see them, like I said, these highly skilled drivers, and they know what they want to do, and they just do it straight away. And it's like, how? How do you place your car exactly where you want to? Yeah. Alright. Like, it feels like I've got many seconds in hand here. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at the moment, is I'm looking for the braking marker and then getting nowhere near. Oh, that, if you clip the outside of that, it's gonna send you. This corner, I'm finding quite a difficult one. I've not yet figured out what speed to go through it. And the same with this one. I feel like I can go much faster, but then when I try and go faster, I overcook it. So I need to figure that out. This one, I just don't know where the brake is. I need to watch a lap again, I think. It's a bit late now. We'll go into a race at 9. We'll see if we can learn. The goal is to not fall away from the pack so much that I don't get to learn from anyone else. If I can stay with at least one car, I count that as a win. I need to figure out that line as well. Oh, 2 times in a row. wider. I keep forgetting to go wider into that. I actually need to register for the race, don't I? That would help. I'll do this lap and then I'll come out and register. So if I carry even a little bit more speed, completely outbrake myself. Learn on the job. Yeah, I don't. As I said, like I talk about being a B driver. I want to be a B driver. And in some tracks, I definitely am. But I'll take the hit on my DR for the experience of actually racing on the track. Because then, if I drop down to C, and I'm faster, then I'm faster, and I get to practice being faster, like racing at the front. And I think about it, like the day where I'm truly like, for example, A driver. Let's imagine a world where I make it that far. I'll be able to, if it took me tanking my driver rating down to C in order to gain the skill, I'll work my way up to A quickly. Like, it'll take, what, a month max to do it? Yeah. So that's why, like, the end of last week, look, 125. And, like, that feels horribly slow. Like, I don't... It didn't feel like I had one good lap. So I feel like I got so much time there. But yeah, it's... Like, that's where I'm at. You can see my drive ratings right there, right? I'm right on the cusp. I'm either a low B or I'm a high C. And for me, yeah, like, take the hits, get better at tracks you don't know, get better at cars you don't know. Then, like, we're older, right? We gotta put in that time, that effort. We're not just gonna pick it up quickly, like I said. But yeah, I think it's like, if you're an A, like if Sebastian now had to go down to a C lobby, he's gonna podium you can't guarantee wins, right? Because we know what this game's like. Crazy stuff happens. But he'll podium every race, or near enough every race. Then he'll get into a B lobby and he'll podium near enough every race, and like your points will just stack up, and you get back up to A quickly. Because I think Kizzy's doing, on his second account, he's like around 24,000 points. And I think he's a high B. So I don't know what it is to get into A, but it's got to be somewhere around, like I want to say maybe 30,000, 25 to 30,000. Which, yeah, B is cutthroat. B, the problem with low B, which is what we race in, right, is people are desperate not to go down. So they make moves out of desperation. And I've done it. Like, I've definitely made moves out of desperation. And then I'm like, all right, I need to pull back. The thing that's been pissing me off is the top of C. When you're at top of C and it's like, all right, you're good to go up to B, like you're ready to challenge to go up to B, it puts you in lobbies with all these B drivers with C and D SR ratings. And I've got clips from last week of people just taking people out like hardcore, just punting as hard as they can. Because they don't care. They've got horrible SR ratings. And if you're a C driver trying to get to B, like, it can ruin your race and send you back down further. I don't know why they do that. I really don't. It's a bit of a mad one to me. But it's seriously like it's the most. I just don't know why Polyphony puts you in that situation. Like, I get it in terms of they want to give you a chance to get more points racing against a higher rated driver, but I'd rather it take 2 more races and race against other C drivers and get less points per race than do that. Yeah. So last week did help. So my driver rating now is 12.6, is that? I haven't got my glasses on. And after the stream the other day, I think it was like 7,000 something. So I ended up doing quite well. And I did some more races, and Red Bull Ring, it suited me. I stayed in the Porsche anti-meta. And other than getting punted a couple of times, it was good. But this is a combo. At least the car I can handle. I think the other week when it was Canada, I can't remember the name of the car, but that car was horrible to drive, and Canada was a new track. So that was quite a difficult combo. But I was in C for most of it, and those they just ended up being quite easy, because I'm familiar with the track, at least visually, for Formula 1. But this, like, is this a real track? Is this one of Gran Turismo's fake tracks? But, like, I don't know it from outside the game. Just having to learn it on the fly. And you don't see it in daily races much. How on earth is Monday? I fully expected to be at the back of the grid. There you go. What was yours? You're a 120. You're a low 124, right? So you should jump in some races, mate. On a Monday, it's your best chance. How do I say I have trouble with this course? So people know I'm not being evil. I'm just bad. Everyone's in a Porsche, aren't they? We got 1458, NSX, BRZ, but most people are in the Porsche. They're gonna nerf this car. They're gonna have to nerf this car. It can't be the car everyone chooses for 3 weeks in a row in daily race. It's too good. We in the same lobby? Good luck, fella. Alright. You go +5. I'm going 3 to the front. That is how I've been comfortable in this car. I forgot to do it for any of those laps I was just running, so we'll see how it goes. Well, we successfully avoided that carnage. I'll tell you what, I didn't touch brake balance at all on any of those previous laps because I completely forgot. It already feels better to drive. Just sorting that out. I'm sorry, did that car up in front have a 5-second penalty? Yes, they do. I need to get better at spotting that curve on the way down so I can ride it properly. I'm just driving very cautiously. Like, I'm not trying to overdrive at all. Where is the penalty line on this track? Oh, there it is. Well, only if it was a 5-lap race, maybe that would have helped me. But I have a feeling they'll be right on the back of me before long. Ooh. I need to figure that corner out. It feels awkward every single time I go through it. This beetle behind me is going to get super annoyed. Up for a win. The car behind me doesn't understand how I'm driving. They're clearly better at this track. I'm like braking in really awkward places and stuff. That's how you want to take that. Oh, way too wide. Kept hold of it. That's what matters. Mate, go past me. Like, I'll let you go past. I'm just trying not to... There you go. There you go. Go for it. My main goal... Survive. This is a long race. Don't need any heroics early on. Ooh, I think if I can follow this car, I might be able to pick some stuff up as far as their braking points. Nope. That did not work. Oh, I cooked it. Oh, trying to stay in the track limits absolutely cooked me. I feel like I'm going for a casual Sunday stroll. The speed I'm driving. Whoa, I either go through that one way too slow, or I just completely miss the line. Alright, let's see if I've learned anything so far. I think driving Miss Daisy Rustart. I think my main problem, honestly, is my brake pedal. I think I'm not hitting it properly. I've had this problem before, since I've modded it. I don't always hit it the same, and when it's a track I don't know, like it's hard for me to judge, kind of, if I'm putting the right force through it. Whereas like on a track I know, I can tell, because I know how a corner should feel, but I have no idea how this track should feel. I'm definitely killing these cars behind. Go, mate. I'll let you go. Oh, so I've got to brake way earlier there. This feels like I'm in my first week of driving on this game. Like, this is what it felt like. Oh, yeah. I felt that going over the first. Oh, what? The field spread in this race is ridiculous. Oh, tyres are still dirty, aren't they? Someone's already pitted, which is interesting. Oh, I was not looking at the right place. Alright. You're in the same Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. I think this is going to be an interesting week for me. I think I'm going to have to grind time trials this week. Just to get a feel for this track. Because I have a feeling as well, one of the funny parts about tracks that are more difficult is they're actually a really good opportunity to get good DR. Because if they're difficult for you, they're most likely difficult for other people. I mean, just look at the field spread in this race. It's clearly not a good track for a lot of people. So if you can nail it, it's actually a really good opportunity to pick up some good DR. Car wanted to go from me there. Oh, way too deep. Okay, I think if I can get it together, I can get this car in front. Because they seem to be having just as many problems. So I need to hold the brake a little bit longer there. That corner's a weird one because if it's not the tightest, it feels like you can carry a little bit of speed. You've gotta have the right line to do it though. There we go. We'll take that. And this one as well. I know it's a blind turn because of the hill. But if you know the line, you can actually carry a decent amount of speed through it. Ah, so that one's better if you take a much wider approach to it. Oh, we might as well come into the pits, right? Definitely an interesting one. Don't refuel. I'm feeling good. As crazy as that may seem, I'm feeling good. So fourth gear, which corner is that? Into... You go faster, you would have held into fourth. I'm feeling good about how this week's going to play out. Because I have a feeling this is not going to be a busy race this week. So that time I just stayed in third, I didn't bother dropping down. Too deep. I was soft on my brakes as well there. I definitely didn't put enough force through them. Yep, I tried to give it a little bit later. Oh, and then I got punted. Can I? Yes. At least I'm on the tarmac. I tried to go a little bit late on the brakes there. To see, that was not comfortable. I know it's possible. I actually need to watch replays, practice it myself. Wider coast, cut in more here, and stay off the curb. Yeah, so that one, I was downshifting before. I think it's just easier to stay in third. Oh, too late on that one. So I think at the moment I'm comfortable with that one of hitting the brake right at the top of the hill. What's up, Darren? How's it going? How did your stream go? I didn't get to catch it because I was hanging out with my boy. Were you racing Daily Race C? If so, how do you like it? Oh no. Where is this car? Is that Alonso? Is that you? Why? Nice. That's what we like to hear. Is this a track that you have history with, or you just picked it up quite quickly? Also, what car did you run? Dang, that's some good results. I'll be lucky. I was going to say to not be last in every race, but first time racing it. Oh, that's pretty good, man. Interesting place to to try go past, but you know, if that's what you fancy. I'm going to need the community coaching for this one. In case you can't tell, Darren, I'm struggling with this one. This is not a track that suits my skill. Only using the Porsche from now on. Ooh, you're using that for Ricky Taylor, aren't you? So I think there's a few of us using this for Ricky Taylor. Oh, way too late. The new 911. Oh, I might get lucky. Got lucky with that. That is skill. How I'm not dead last is incredible. You like that, do you? Completely planned. I'll do it again for your next lap. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. Luckily, the field spread is so crazy. That's only one place. Oh, really? That is a good advert, Darren. I mean, by the sounds of it, I need to be checking it for tips. See what you're doing. Someone's coming to the pits now. Why? Sorry, I was looking at my rear view. That car completely threw me off. Is this car on a tour to hit people? Because they came into that first double apex hot. And you cannot be behind me in this race and be that quick. Two laps in a row. Okay, I've kind of dropped it towards the end of this. Yeah, look at someone else. So we've been talking about just practicing, just doing it. Like, last couple laps aren't a great example, but this is already looking a lot better than my time trial laps before. I've gotten more improvement from racing than I did from doing time trial. There's something about having to watch or follow other people through, to me, that just helps me get started. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, let me know which ones, because that could be really useful. There's some that I know, because I haven't, me and Cheese were talking about, I haven't got the feeling yet. It doesn't look right, it doesn't feel right, but there's some that I definitely have yet to figure out what I'm doing with them. These people are racing hard. Oh, I don't like this. I think that's the first time all race I've actually gone through that with other cars. This car behind loves a bit of contact, you know. See? Loves a bit of contact. Oh, okay. So they hit me going through the final turn. No penalty. I appreciate that. Paying up some penalties. Well, that was a race of two halves. People were struggling so much in the first half that somehow I ended up in like P4 at the beginning of the race. Look at all these. A lot of dropped SR. It's going to be an interesting week, but a good week. Ooh, it's quite a long race when you do it that slowly, I guess. I think I can set a better time, considering. So this one, is it quite a wide entry into that one? Up the hill, the left up the hill. This is exactly one that we were talking about. I find it so difficult. I know that I can carry more speed through it, but I'm just not quite sure of the line, which is making it a lot harder to get that speed. Oh, too early. Okay. This one I don't know my braking marker at all. Yeah, so this one up here. Taking that in fourth, okay. I mean, that's a great reference point to know that what's possible there. This one, I've yet to figure out the braking. When you take it, you can get on the gas. So that's this one down here. You take this one at the bottom of the hill in second. Third board. Yeah, I was thinking it's third board. I think I'm probably not carrying as much speed. Oh god, I'm not carrying as much speed through there every time, like, consistently. So sometimes when I hit third, I feel like I'm too early, but I'm probably going a bit slower. So you go, where are you braking on this one? Around 1 and like between 1 and 2? And then you're... Are you doing like a quick... Yeah, I'm definitely not hitting my brakes properly. I'm only hitting brakes to like here. Now I'm looking at it. It'd be interesting to go back and watch those replays now. Second board. And that's for the one where you're going into second. Okay. So let's have a look at that. So third on this one, normally. Out in second, I'm guessing. I haven't actually watched the Porsche lap yet. I watched the BRZ one before starting, but I quickly switched to the Porsche. Need to figure that one out as well. There's a lot to figure out, which is good. A lot of room for improvement. So second board here. Quite, you said quite tight. That wasn't very tight, but... Go out in first. Interesting. Go out of the... okay. Yeah, you know what? Oh, there's not enough time. That's what I found with the hairpin in Red Bull Ring. I ended up, in the weekend when I was racing, I was going out in first. Just getting the car turned first. And then coming out in first, and it was a lot better. Now this is what I expect. Qualifying position. Because this car is quite compliant in that sense. Like, as long as your steering's not locked, you can get away with lower gear out of the corner. 911s all over the place. Okay, goal for this race. Finish. 22.8. Dang, what's that? You got to be somewhere up there. In world rank. Yeah. So you'd be pole position in this race. Did you start in pole in your races? I guess you're in a higher B. What brake balance are you running as well on this? Because I've been running 3 to the front. And it's felt quite nice. It did last week anyway. I played around with it a bit at Red Bull Ring, and that seemed to be what suited me best. Oh, it's not what I wanted to do. I remembered halfway through, after I'd already shifted up. Oh, I forgot to downshift that. Race of attrition. Just survive. Oh, that person quit. Yeah, I clearly need to take that faster. Car behind me was not very happy about that. Surviving goes a long way on this track, doesn't it? I think someone just accidentally went into the pits. Or they got reset. Whoa. Got a bit lucky there. Surviving is key, for sure. The field spread by the end of the last race was ridiculous. So, Andy, what's going on? Oh, definitely first out of that one. I mean, it wasn't a great line, but I can feel it in the car. Appreciate that, Darren. Splits were crazy too. Ooh. Oh, I just realised I've missed a lot of what's going on in chat. I've been trying to race. I'm not going to say it's going well, but it's going. What races were they? Was this today? And were they this track? What's the name of this track? Laguna Seca? Something like that? Ooh. If you want any more of a reason, Andy, to race in daily races and feel like you can get away with it, watch me. Because this is not pretty. He's going to squeeze me into the wall. Alright. That's all I wanted to make sure that didn't happen. I'll let you go ahead. I just didn't want to get punted into the wall. Open lobbies. I don't think it counts, Andy. I think we need a daily race, mate. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad experience. But I think if you watch me long enough in this race, you'll know what your thinking is about your daily races is exactly how I feel on this track. I'm just trying not to ruin everyone else's race while getting better. Oh, yep. Saw that happening. Now, wouldn't it be funny if I get a penalty for cutting that corner? Yeah, I got you, Andy. We'll get there. We'll get there. I need to use my brake way more. Well, that was never going to work out for me, was it? Oh, that was horrible. So I'm pretty sure the car in front of me 100% cut the corner on that chicane. Didn't get a penalty at all. Braking too late on the third corner. Wait, let me check which one's the third. Alright, we'll count it. 1. Oh. Yeah, that was not pretty. 1. 2. And 3. Too late, okay. Where... So I broke a little bit early there, but I don't think I was carrying enough speed. Are you looking around the one board? That definitely wasn't pretty either. Oh, so part of carrying more speed into that one, I'm starting to figure out, is turning a little bit earlier as well. Right, so with double apex will count. Okay, alright. Got you. And how much are you charging for this, Darren? Thanks for that. Appreciate it. Oh god, the Logitech nightmare. Where's my reverse? I reckon I lose roughly 10 seconds a race if I spin, just not knowing where my paddles are on this wheel. They're not going to like this if they ever hear this. I want to reverse my pedal, but I can't. I want to get rid of this true brake. I want to go back to my potentiometer brake pedal. Alright, we'll pit and we'll reset mentally. How about that? Oh, way too late. At least you can just book it straight into the pit lanes in this one. Mate, streaming, we need to figure out... you've got to do more than one stream a week, right? You've got to do a second one for me. The thing is I'm with my kid from the time I pick him up from nursery until he goes to bed. Which is why I stream at the time I do. Because it's hard for me to get time otherwise. So, like, that's why when Kizzy streams, a lot of the earlier part of it, I'm ghost. Like, I lurk, or I'm not really there. Because I just can't. Gotta hang out with my kid. So much for resetting. Am I dead last? By a long way. That's fun to know. Aw, you guys are so cute. Good thing is with the stream, you are publishing them after, aren't you? Yeah, you said, so I can watch it back as well. But yeah, I wish I could. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna put it in my calendar. I'm gonna make sure I join on the Mondays. It'll just be low interaction, but I'll have it on so I can at least watch. Okay. Yep, that one definitely could come earlier. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Thursday. Same time? Like at 6:30ish? I just watched it. I'm definitely not hitting my brakes. This brake pedal's throwing me off. Nice. Yeah, I'll be there. I'm off of work Wednesday and Thursday this week. So Thursday, I'll make sure I get everything done during my day. And I'll be ready to watch you with the lad. Damn. Of course I'm gonna join. I like watching you, man. I love to support as well. It's like a little family we have. Yeah, I'm assuming that's one you said where I was going too late. The one where I drop into second. Truly is Andy. Okay. I'm just gonna start stamping my brakes now. See how that goes. Has anyone here ever run a load cell and hated it? I think if I can change the dampener, maybe that'll help. But I don't know if I can. It's a lot of faff. How were you carrying 4th into that? I just tried to carry a little bit more speed. Got a brake. I can't deal with this wheel as well. Got a brake on the uphill. So you're braking before you get to the apex of the hill. Mate, I'm Ghost, right? You can just go through me. You don't have to bin your car trying to avoid me. If it helps you. Whoops. I was not paying too much attention. Aye, this is turned into a race from hell. It started off alright, you know, as well. Okay. Alright. Just gonna reset a little bit. Get a bit of focus going. Can one of you do me a favour? Just quickly, before I start going again. Can I ask that someone watches my brake pedals? Sorry, I was trying to get out of the way. These cars end up in the way. Can you watch my brake application? Tell me how it looks, because it feels like I'm not getting anywhere near full brake application. Change my button mappings. Oh my god. Jesus. As in on the brake. Alright, I'm gonna try and do an actual lap here. And we'll see, yeah, how my brake looks. I think in the first one, it's a little bit better than the rest. But it's these other corners where I want to sort of short brake it. Yeah, I'm not hitting anywhere near, am I? Oh, what button I pressed to reverse? Wait, you can do that? Oh, breaking up the hill. That definitely helps. They do get to 100. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like I'm going soft. Like on this one. So, okay. Because there's, the reason I say it is there's a... I'll just make sure I wasn't last on track holding people up there. The reason I say it is because on the brake, so it's like this sort of fake load cell type brake. And there's like a hard stop at the end of it. And I'm realizing that I'm not hitting it, which is fine because load cell, you don't have to, right? It's about the pressure you apply. But because there's no travel in the brake as well, like there's a little bit, but not a lot. And the first part is just dead zone. It's just the pedal sort of wiggling around. I wish I could show you. So it's weird. It's weird. It's a really weird pedal. I don't like it. I think that is a fab idea, Darren. Let's go. So I'll try and, before I go, let's get. I promise you, Cheese, you did not want to watch that last one. It was horrible. I am not touching the throttle. Why is the car going forward? Look, I'm not even anywhere near the pedals. Why is the car going forward? Is it just because it's in first gear? I feel like it shouldn't be moving, right? That's a good point. Oh, Sebastian maybe? Sebastian maybe? Controller? My controller's here. Oh, now it's stopped. What the? That was weird. No. Logitech. Sorry, not Logitech. The G923, from what I gather, doesn't have anything. That's weird. Okay. So, like, this is me starting to press it, but there's a dead zone because it just wiggles around. Alright, Andy, I appreciate you for stopping by. I'm sorry it wasn't more enjoyable, this one. Pause and go into your settings. Can I get into controller settings here? No, I'm going to have to go into actual settings. Yeah, there's something weird going on. It's felt weird. So, I mean, this is hard to translate because you can't see what's going on with my feet, but I've got a dead zone to get to 100. The accelerator, I don't know what that was about. It seems to be fine now. It does bounce if I come off it. So I can change reverse, is what you're telling me? Oh, I can just press a button and reverse? That's a thing? So you're telling me? Sorry, what? What? This is gonna change my whole life. This is amazing. This is only so important because I spend so much time in a wall. Stop. Oh my gosh. That's That's incredible. I keep hitting the wrong one. That is absolutely incredible, Darren. You've changed my world. I'm truly mind blown. Because the thing with this wheel is, unless I want to look at it and see where the stripe is, when you're in a wall doing crazy stuff, right? Like, you don't go dead straight into a wall. And then I can't figure out which one I'm going for up and down. Oh, guy. So pedal calibration. I think it's all right. I think it is all right. I think it is just I'm not comfortable with... Oh, that's not what I wanted to go. With how stiff this load cell is. Like, yeah, I wish I could show it. But, like, it is pressure, right? So it's not travel. But I don't think I'm ever... I think I'm doing that, and it looks like full. But I'm never hitting it this hard when I'm driving. I think the accelerator's fine. I don't know. I think that was just like a little glitch for some reason. But let's do a bit of running. What did you say you were doing brake balance on this? Because I want to see if I'm doing something crazy by being 3 to the front. I mean, rear engine car, it feels more stable this way. Yeah, so I might tweak my maximum on the brake. +5. I see how you do fourth now. I mean, that was slow, but braking up the hill definitely helps. So you're going +5. Alright, let's see how this feels. Oh god, it's not a great start. I feel... why did I go... I went 3 to the front because I think Yas Marina, initially when I used the car, and Red Bull Ring, what was I getting? Was it understeer? I think it felt understeery. Right, let's try and do a bit of running like this. See how it feels. Oh, yeah. Turned too early. So this is a bit of a laps game now, right? Figure out a couple of things. And this one, are you going quite wide through here? Oh, I did not mean to do that. New trick, reverse. Yeah. It's the view of that one when you come up the hill and you know you've taken the line wrong and you're gonna hit the sausage. So braking at the third. Are you coming wide, like round here, to then cut it? Narrow. Okay. What? This is the way we get better. It's a bit more... I think it's this rotating that I found difficult. End up over here. Very stable semicircle. Are you coming out in second or first on that one? This is just the Darren coaching hour this this stream. Oh, okay, that felt different. The car turning. See, I think this is why I went brake balance to the front. I was oversteering a lot when I had it to the rear. Like I actually don't find sort of the default setting to me too understeery. I actually find it fine. Maybe that says more about the way I drive than the car. It's that rotation. Yeah. Alright, I think what the move is, everyone, if anyone's still here other than Coach Darren, is I'm going to do 10 more minutes of this. We're going to call it a day, and then I'm going to get practicing. I'm going to practice, and I think I might be streaming on Wednesday. And then hopefully Friday as well, because I got some time off this week. But I want to give a better showing than I have today. So definitely a lot of practice needed. Are we talking... Sorry, I'm about to respond to you before saying hello. How rude of me. How's it going? Appreciate you joining us. Yeah, that uphill, braking up the hill definitely helps a lot. How bad of a rain are we talking? Are we thinking... like... Is it like flooding rain? Or just really, really heavy? I remember when I'd never been to California, San Diego, but when I was in Florida, the rain we would get there was just like torrential rain for an hour. And then it would be dry seconds later and you would never have known it rained. Never would have known that it rained. Yes, I appreciate it, Darren. Ooh, nearly slid out of that. Ooh, yep, felt that one. Felt that one. Yeah. The thing is, as bad as this has seemed today, and as bad as the moments have been, I'm actually feeling quite positive. Like, I feel like I can feel where the improvements are going to come from, and I prefer that to being completely lost on a track. Whereas I know if I lock down for a couple of hours, I'm going to be able to get this a lot better. Oh, mate. I hope you're alright. Friends and family. One of my colleagues in Portugal has just been through the same thing. They've had some crazy rain, flooding. Atlantic just doing mad things. I guess you're Pacific over there, aren't you? I am nobody's competition this week. This is not my track. I'm just trying to survive. Yeah, go back and read the chat. Darren has been the coach of the year, helping us out. We had Sebastian in earlier as well, giving us some good advice. I don't think I was ready for it at that point. I needed a bit more track running. But I'm on mission, can I survive the week? I might be driver rating D by the end of this week. Oh, that was my fastest lap so far, which is kind of crazy. This is what I mean. I know I've got plenty of improvement to come. Yeah. All right. Let me go. Let me go middle of the road. Let me go middle of the road. Oh, were you practicing for Ricky Taylor? I think all three of us are in it, right? Oh, it's a bit narrow. Well, it's good to hear family safe. Week off is always nice. That's pretty much how my races went. Now I'm just in time trial. Need to be a bit braver through that, but that's definitely a lot better than it was. Got on the throttle too early there. Yeah, okay. I mean, look, that's only 0.2 off my best time, and I barely even made it through the straight. Like, there is so much room for improvement. I've not had one single lap where I felt like, oh yeah, that was good. Every lap has felt like this. Like something's just gone quite bad. I think as well I'm going to do some ghost running. Now I'm more comfortable with the track. When I say comfortable, I mean at least I know what corners are coming up. That I'm telling you, by end of this week, I want to be in the 122s. Is that crazy? Is that too crazy an improvement? Yeah, we're about there. We're about there. Look, massive shout out, Darren. You've given me so many things to think about. You've already improved my time by 2 seconds almost. So I really appreciate it. That's been super helpful, super awesome. I'll keep that as a reference point for myself. Jeez. I'm challenging you. It's me versus you now this week. We'll get Tom involved as well. Clay's a bit ahead of us. Darren, I need to get your PSN. I need to get linked up so I can have you as that benchmark. Tiffany, track guide, help me. Oh, I'll have a look at that as well. Yeah, I've got so much to look at. I think I appreciate you guys for sticking around this much because this has been a brutal watch. But I'm going to get practicing. I'm going to get ready. I think I'm going to be live on Wednesday and Friday. Got a bit more time this week. So, I'm sorry, Cheese. It's because you went to race when Darren was giving out the advice. He laid down the knowledge bombs. And it set me up for success. So go back, read the chat, read what he's saying. Got some golden nuggets in there. But I'm going to practice. Hopefully, I can put in some good races by Wednesday. But I appreciate you guys for being here. I'm going to call it here for today. But we will be back. I promise. All right, everyone. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your day.